in your saves in the top right, you're going to make two rolls of your body. You're gonna take the lower of the two.
Okay.
That's one success
and one failure. Good.
Fantastic. Good. You have gained one stress.
I believe. So stressed.
you have one of the stress. You can mark that in the top left.
What is it? What do I do if it says I already have two?
Everybody starts with two. Everybody is a little bit stressed at the very, very start.
So I go to 3?
So you go to 3, yes. And I think the door opens as you blow this guy's head into pieces. And everyone else, you see that happen. You see the head go so let's see. I think, would this sight of a human being's head being blown into pieces be not great for anyone here? I assume Bert and Billy are okay.
I see it all the time.
Okay.
I've seen my own head explode.
This is fair. Okay. Perfect. I am going to say though, that Billy, would it be far removed to say that this is kind of the weirdest thing that you've encountered so far?
I'm trying to work in some weird timeline somewhere. I don't know that it would be the weirdest, but it would probably be the most disturbing. Okay. I don't think it would be the weirdest, but I think it would probably be the most disturbing.
Okay. That's great. I'm going to have you make our first fear check.
I love that for everybody involved.
Let me see.
If I'm here, fear saves made in the presence of androids have disadvantage.
Hey, that's cool. That's fine.
This is fine. Great.
Oh, excellent. So you gain one more stress. And this is going to lead us to our first panic check. This is a perpetual motion thing. No. So when fear gets a little bit too much, it can lead to a panic situation. So something interesting for Marines, when Marines panic, everyone else gets to also make, I believe, a fear check.
So we at disadvantage.
It's
a dominoes fall.
Yeah, so everyone else make a fear save because one of your Marines is panicking, and then
but it's at disadvantage.
At disadvantage
Dean, right?
because you have Dean. Yep. Dean, you don't make it a disadvantage because you're Dean. Billy, while this is happening. Oh,
yeah. Hey, look at you, Jason.
Okay. So, we'll resolve this one at a time. Emma, Billy, make a stress check. You're going to roll 2d10. Okay. You can roll this just with regular dice. You just need to, you roll 2d10 and you add them together. If you roll over your current stress, you do not panic. And you relieve one stress. If you roll under your stress, you do panic. And then we get into more things.
Okay, so I need to roll above 4 then?
Yes.
With 2d10.
Yep. You add them together.
I remember at first it's kind of like Betrayal at House on the Hill, where at first it's like, oh, it's almost impossible. But then I remember when we were playing The Company, Alex had 20 by
20. So you're always stressed, constantly stressed.
I got 6.
Good, great. So you maintain your composure. You lose one stress.
Okay.
All right. So we had, okay. Cool. So those of you who failed your
nice.
So I rolled a 69 on a fear save. I just wrote nice.
Hell yeah. Very good, very good. So Joby, you gain a stress. And Terry, you also gain a stress.
Oh boy. Yeah, I got a stress, yeah.
I somehow managed to pass them all.
It's fantastic. All right.
Old Bert's seen a lot.
Old Bert has seen a lot. Perfect. Y'all are great. Okay. So, with that stressful situation out of the way, you are all now on this ship. Billy is covered with some goo. But you are all in this this lab, or at least this lab is open to you. As I said before, there is a handful of things. A lot of it is like scientific equipment. There is a small cassette recorder. You can see that there is a cassette inside of it. There's a microscope that seems to have something in it already. And then there's like beakers and all sorts of funny dunny stuff, notes.
As a sort of flavor thing that's basically going to be just happening in the background while I'm sure everyone else is going for the more important things in the room, I'm just going to walk over to Billy and just kind of keep shaking Billy and be like, Billy, are you okay? Billy, oh my God, we didn't mean to lock you in there. Billy, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I did exactly what protocol demanded, and I locked the trained Marine inside with the horrible monster. It's in chapter 34, paragraph 4.
Of something, but this
the rules of
argument
space
is happening in the background while everybody else is doing other stuff.
I want to see if the attacker was the sick guy from earlier.
Okay.
He does not have 4 arms.
Okay.
He has an average humanoid shape.
So it didn't
just kind of covered in yellow goo.
Just
stuff.
your everyday Joe.
Didn't look familiar to anybody that I crossed paths with.
Not so far today, no.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's illegal to shoot the captain of a vessel in space. We violated.
You're not in space. You're on an asteroid.
Does Jovi actually say that?
Do I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you actually say that out loud in this moment?
Yeah. I think you're going to jail, Billy.
Billy's gonna take some of the goo and just like wipe it across Jovi's chest.
You gotta bend down.
He does.
Okay, thank you.
Wear it as a badge of honor.
Actually, I take some of it because it kind of looks like.
Jovi, I need you to make a body save, please, at disadvantage.
Oh, me?
Jovi.
Oh. Well, where do I do? Okay, I see. How do I add a disadvantage? By the
you
way?
just roll twice and you get the.
Okay.
You get the critical fail. Okay, so you gain a stress. You gain 1 stress, Jovi. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
No, I deserve this. But I do keep some of it, like I because it looks like algae a little bit.
Does it?
I don't know. It's pussy.
It kind of, it's kind of. I mean, sure, it kind of has that like elasticity that some algae has.
No.
Dean would like to collect some of the goo into a vial very carefully.
That's what I done. I already have a vial.
No, not anything you've touched.
Oh.
Okay. How do you go about collecting it?
Are there vials in this room?
Mm-hmm.
I will take out my scalpel and just kind of scrape some from the body into the vial.
Okay. You have some goo.
Excellent.
In here, are there like literally anything to get the stuff off of me?
There is a washroom like behind you that's completely destroyed. You know that there are washrooms in the station. But nothing that you can see here.
And I thought he destroyed that because of space Chipotle. I was wrong.
No, there's like a crowbar there. There's like a crowbar, and it was like demolished, but not different kind of destroyed. A little bit different.
Common mistake in space.
Yeah.
Billy will... Go ahead, Terry.
Oh no, I was just like, are you going back to? You gonna wash all the?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. This is good. Billy's going back to the base. Billy's going back to the base. Just wash it up. Just. He's all scared, and so I just want to lean up against the table and see the cassette tape.
Perfect. It starts to play.
Initial reports confirmed. Subject appears to be biochemical in nature. Place of origin suggests medical use, though that's not much of a theory. Disappearance of worker 7709, likely unrelated. Possible negative reaction to water? Not yet clear. I'll follow this up in the morning. Initial positive result on the substance's medical properties. Whether it's possible to control its effects on our biology, what is essentially alien biology, currently inconclusive. It's incredible. Truly incredible. A rate of healing beyond anything. It's almost as if it's replacing cells entirely, rewriting the body at the molecular level based on some, like a cocoon, how the creature is broken down and then remade. If anyone finds this, please, don't touch it. Do not come into contact with the...
And then it turns.
Billy, we have something to discuss.
I think I made a mistake.
I think you've killed me.
I think I made a mistake.
Do you want to apologize?
I don't know how to apologize.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You said there was something under a microscope, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. Hey, Dean.
Yes.
You're the doc.
Hi.
How about you
Doc, yes.
make something of that?
Yes, I will look into the microscope.
Okay.
Doctor, I don't want to die.
As far as really quick Terry's reaction, because it was delayed on my end for some odd reason. I just finished listening to it. So Terry pressed the button, listened to it, and then Terry just sits there. Hasn't moved from it. Just
As an aside, there is also around the doctor's neck, the now dead probably doctor, there are a pair of goggles.
Yes, Billy.
Okay. They did not do very well at safety.
They don't look like they're safety goggles. They look like they're perhaps infrared goggles.
ooh.
Very important point. Just a question.
Yes.
You know Billy.
I know Billy.
What she wears. Did
Uh-huh.
any of that actually touch her skin? Like the
Probably on your face.
great
Because you were right here
Yep.
when it shot, so
Sure.
a small amount. If not your face, then when you went to smear it onto Jovi.
gloves.
Did it go
Oh, you
onto
do wear
me?
gloves, but yes, it did go on your face. a little bit.
The only thing you can
You
see
literally
on her
picked
is
it up,
this.
Jovi. You picked it. You picked it
did
up.
pick it up. But the only thing you can see on Billy ever is her eyes.
Yeah,
I'm
but
also
there was like
wearing-
a large splatter.
So it got
yes.
okay. So
Yeah.
she'll take her already used jacket and wipe it off, and
At the moment, you do not feel nothing. You don't feel and nothing different.
I'm gonna go get some cookies.
Okay. So the Dean, you said you wanted to look under the microscope.
Yes.
Okay. You can see under the microscope that there is some of this yellow goo-like substance that's in a little petri dish. From a cursory glance, that's all you can tell about it. If you have some skills that you think might be relevant, specifically if you have xenobiology.
I have genetics and biology. I didn't have enough points for xenobiology, but I have genetics and biology.
Okay. Go ahead and make a genetics check then. Use your intellect. Add in that genetics with it.
Yep. It's a success.
Cool. Fantastic. So it definitely is strange. You can 100% confirm that it is alien, especially with the recording that you found. As far as its actual properties, it's kind of hard to say. Looking at it for a small period of time, though, you can see that it is kind of shifting very slightly, and some of the I'll say some of the blood that kind of splattered around from this dead doctor, a little bit of it got into that petri dish, and you can see that it's kind of slowly consuming it, and then growing slightly. As if it's not consuming it to eat it, but consuming it and changing it into something else, more of itself.
Fascinating.
That is the term for it, yes. You would find it absolutely fascinating.
Yes.
Perfection.
The doctor seems to be telling the truth as far as I can ascertain from this microscope. Billy, here, and I offer an automed. This will not cure you, but I think it will reduce some of the mental tribulations you will have in days to come.
I don't know what you mean by that. Am I gonna die?
Oh, I'm not sure. We'll find out together.
I mean,
Jesus
Billy,
Christ.
to be fair, it's only the first time. You'll be fine. Like, you got 5 more. You'll be good. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. No, you don't. Oh, crap. Oh, God, you're so Oh, step out of the laboratory.
The automed will give you 10% to your body saves meant to repel disease or poison, as well as 10% to your fear saves to reduce stress. Is what I'm giving you.
Bless, thank you.
I would also like one of those.
Well, Jovi, I'm not sure this will help you, but
Why would it? Is it because of our the?
I think it is in our best interest to have kind of a control group to see how this will affect different people. I'm going to give you a vial with a tiny crystal in it.
It just has to be this really quick, dude. We've been friends for a long time.
I'm not sure what is going to come. I'm not sure what's going
crystal bullshit. Is it a bullshit crystal?
No, I bought it. I bought it from a
a
local pharmacist, and I would like to see the effects of different drugs on this.
So a crystal. What am
it's a
I supposed to do with it?
You think you eat it or snort it?
What do people do with it? Do they keep them nearby?
No, you have to ingest it. I would recommend.
I have to eat
snorting.
this. It's
I
a
think
crystal.
snorting probably.
While
snorting.
this
You know how
is
hard
going
it is
on-
to break a crystal.
Terry, you said that you were going outside of the ship.
Not
Is that
outside
correct?
of the ship, but
Okay.
outside of the lab at least. I kind of want to check and see if there's anything near the cargo or the. Yeah, you know what? Cargo, if there is one, or the captain's area.
There's not a cargo area, it looks like. It looks like that there is where the washroom area is that's been kind of completely destroyed. There's a crowbar there. The main like cabin area seems pretty. Nothing seems out of the ordinary here. Yeah, it's not destroyed. It's not in shambles. It doesn't look like it was ransacked. There's no like blinking messages or anything like that. It just looks like a powered down ship.
Can I check the captain's log and kind of compare it to what I heard from the white cassette to make sure that the guy that's dead is the captain of this ship and also the guy that's on the cassette tape?
Sure. That would be easy enough to find if you wanted to just do like a low power boot up.
Yeah.
It is registered to a Dr. Ethan Giovanni. And it was recorded having traveled here. There was the docking ordinance and everything about a month ago. Traveling from what appears to be redacted.
I was going to ask that. It was like...
But I mean, everything seems up to snoof. Speaking of snuff, what's you doing with that crystal, Jovi?
I'm just turning it around in my hand.
It's not like a crystal. It's like little like salts, like slightly larger coarse salts. You know, like pre-ground salt in like a salt grinder.
I take
that
a little
size.
vial of algae from the ship and everything. I
Interesting.
sprinkle. I like
Not
crush
this
it up.
ship, to be clear.
No, not this ship. Yeah, not the goo I scraped off my skin and killed myself with. And I sprinkle it into the algae and I go, bottoms up. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live to the end of this. You'll see. And then we'll have words with the space police about protocols.
Go ahead and make a body save for me. It's not a disadvantage.
Oh my. Okay, here we go. Wait, where's body save?
It's at the top right.
Top right. God damn, I think this thing hates me.
So you gain 1 stress. We'll talk about that in a second. Meanwhile, what did the rest of you do as Jovi is standing there?
Is it safe for me to grab the goggles?
Yeah, you could probably grab the goggles without getting schmuck on you.
Okay, I'm gonna take those.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely look like infrared goggles.
After Dean watches Jovi ingest the crystals, then he will smile and nod, and then he will use his med scanner on the dead body.
Okay.
It's dead, Jim.
It is definitely dead. You do sense, or rather, you do pick up an unidentifiable low, organic life force coming from the yellow goo around and also kind of radiating from inside of his body, as well as like the organic nature of the people around you.
All right.
I want to, if they're clean, I want to hold the just infrared goggles up to my eyes and kind of look around to see maybe there's hints of something.
Okay. You look around. There's nothing really in the lab. As you turn around to look out the doorway, though, inside of the main area of this ship, you can see that there are a large amount of three-toed footprints everywhere, on the floor, on the surface of the walls, on the ceiling, but they are completely avoiding. They seem to stop at the door of the lab, and they seem to completely avoid the washroom area.
Three toes?
Three-toed footprints. Roughly like
and the
this
washroom
big.
Was destroyed, right?
Completely destroyed, yeah.
You see Terry poke his head into the lab. I'm gonna go get somebody.
You hear a scream coming from the workspace area.
I just want to put it out there.
Jovi,
Maybe
you are not here.
Oh.
Well, you are. You physically are right here, right now, with these people. You, however, are currently in... You're not a tall person. You now have a perspective of as if you are 3 inches tall. Everything is large and stretched and very strangely shaped. And all of the colors have been inverted.
Doc, what was in that crystal?
It's a mild sedative.
I am beginning... I shout really loudly. I'm beginning to think we should not have opened this ship. Just throwing it out there.
Just stick with us, Jovi, as we continue to monitor your condition.
I wish you gave me medical... I have first aid. Can I do anything about this?
You, Jovi, can certainly attempt to. Anything you're going to do for the next handful of minutes will be at disadvantage.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to try and first aid myself. I'm not sure exactly. See if I have anything in my kit that could maybe counteract this.
You can certainly try. We'll be at disadvantage as you pull out your first aid kit. And kind of lay it out in front of you, and you open it up, and a bunch of bats just fly out of it.
This is normal.
And then there's a giant bubble on top of which is just like laying a very small manatee as it just kind of floats and flies away. And then you see your own face kind of popping out and looking at you and just shaking its head and then going back in.
The manatee was new, but the rest isn't. So can I use it, or?
You can try. You'll have disadvantage because you have to try to parse. You gotta figure out how to parse through all this bullshit.
Okay.
All right. So disadvantage. You still get a failure. Yep. It's not a critical failure though, so you don't get any stress. But you definitely do not. You do not help yourself. You don't harm yourself. But essentially you pick up what you think maybe, I don't know, some sort of tonic or something, and you start to like try to drink it. That's what it kind of looks like, but it's just like a roll of gauze, and you all just kind of see him just trying to drink out of this gauze.
I just point over to Jovi and just, Dean, watch him. Come on, we gotta go. And Terry just kind of like jumps out of the ship.
Don't let Dean watch me, please.
Dean locks the door behind you.
Oh my gosh, no.
But yeah, well, I jump out of the ship very heroically, stop in my tracks and go, Bert, Billy, I need you. Let's go. And then I wait for Bert and Billy. And then I'll go.
I will bring Dean with, but slowly behind. Like, just come.
You will bring yourself with. Very good. Very good.
No, I am
Jovi?
Dean, yes. No, not Jovi. No, I will bring Jovi.
Wait, am I trapped in this lab now?
No. Yeah, come with me, Jovi. I need to monitor your condition. We don't need to catch up with the others, but
You're gonna have to pick me up.
no, follow the sound of my voice.
So much smaller right now.
Every time you step, Jovi, it's like you're stepping on a waterbed, and except you step and it's kind of squishy feeling, and then everything just kind of.
Yeah, you're gonna need to carry me out of here, Dean.
I won't do that.
Billy, as you are leaving the ship, you glance over to the washroom situation, and just kind of have like this queasy feeling in your stomach as you leave. Do you all go to the screen? The
Really
screaming
quick,
has not stopped, by the way.
Is the door for the washroom? Is it just the door that's busted?
No, it's the entire room is just completely destroyed.
I'm going to walk around though.
The whole room, the entire room is completely destroyed.
I'm going to head towards the screaming, but with the goggles on.
Okay. You see that there are more of those three-toed footprints all along the walkway here.
Does it look like more than one? Like more than one creature?
It's hard to say because there are a bunch of them kind of going all over the place. So it's hard to say. As you have them on. Go ahead.
Can I use my military training to try to figure out?
Yeah, like tracking sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can certainly try. That would be, I think that would...
Intellect?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Nope.
Yeah, it's just, there's just a lot of, like, them on top of each other, and it's also a little bit harder because it's not, like, humanoid looking. And they are fairly big, and they're all overlapping each other, so it's kind of hard, especially with, like, the infrared goggles to kind of discern them from each other. There's at least one. Who is pursuing the scream? Is everyone going in one way or another?
I'm definitely going.
Three. Yeah. Or Billy, were you
Dean
coming
and
with us?
Jovi are coming just behind.
Okay, awesome. You all scramble into the workspace, and you can see that standing there looking into the doorway that leads towards the quarters, you can see... forgot the name of my people. Dana and Jerome are looking down the hallway. And as Jerome is the one who's just like screaming, just like absolutely very, very loud. And as you approach there, those of you who are not Bert, you see half of Sonya floating in the air, and bits and pieces of her are disappearing from mid-air as the bottom half of her is floating there. Her key card is laying on the ground, but she is slowly being torn apart bit by bit. Bert, what you see, however, with these goggles on, you see a not quite humanoid shape holding on to the most of the body that is here, that has these large, almost reptilian, three-toed feet. It stands probably close to 7.5 feet, stooped, and has this like body in these very, very long, it has multi-bended arms that are curled up on itself, and is just got this kind of lamprey-like mouth with just rings and rings of teeth as it is devouring the body of Sonya.